Well, now here to talk about the budget showdown that's looming in Washington, D.C., let's welcome in Kansas Senator and member of the Senate Budget Committee, Roger Marshall. Good morning to you, Senator. So, look, Congress is going to almost certainly need a CR or some sort of an omnibus to keep things running. Either way, that takes votes from Democrats, which also adds to the amount of money government spends. Are you going to be able to get something done?
Look, Mark, we'll keep the government open one way or the other, but this is all about the Schumer shutdown. Senate Republicans, we've done our job. Compliments to the chairwoman, Senator Susan Collins, up there running the Appropriations Committee. As Allison mentioned, there's 12 buckets we have to get to fund the government. The Senate Finance Committee has 8 of those completely done, super majorities, but Chuck Schumer won't let us bring those to the floor for a vote. He won't get us any votes. This is all about Chuck Schumer's obsession with President Trump.
Yeah, Senator, your colleagues expected to return to Washington right where they left off in early August, fighting over Trump's nominees. Now, we are hearing the GOP may push for a rule change to break the gridlock and get around some of the Democrats' delay tactics. What's the strategy here, and is the GOP united on how to move forward?
You know, absolutely. Our whip, Senator John Barrasso, is going to present that exact plan to us later this week. But right now, again, part of the Schumer delay tactics is to make us have debate on 2 hours of the dog catcher that's being nominated by the president. There are several thousand nominations that are being held up because of Chuck Schumer right now. So look, we want to shorten that debate time whenever possible for some of these. I hate to use the word lower levels, but not secretary cabinet levels, but the lower tier that we have to do.
Yeah, Senator, do you have any concern that that kind of thing may backfire down the road when there is a Democrat president? I mean, there will be one again someday. And so then that would take your ability to slow things down. Because I know when Harry Reid did this back during the Obama years, it came back to bite Chuck Schumer during the Trump years.
Yeah, I think there's benefits and risk of everything we do. As you know, I'm in a position, I have to make those type of decisions every day. I think the benefits far outweigh the risk. What the Democrats do to delay the game is we've never done anything like what they're doing right now with some of these nominations. By now, hundreds of these folks should have been confirmed through unanimous consent, a quick process. So we would never use it the way the Democrats have weaponized the process. And again, I think that 78 million people want us to get those nominations confirmed so President Trump can enact his agenda.
Senator, shifting gears a bit, I'd like to get your reaction to the recent house cleaning at the CDC. The president fired the recent director just a few weeks after taking the job, and we're also hearing about resignations and political infighting behind the scenes. What's your reaction to this leadership shakeup?
Well, number one, it's not lost upon me the hypocrisy of the Democrat Party. Not one Senate Democrat voted for Dr. Monera as the CDC director that was recently fired. Not one of them, but now they've lost their mind again. Why? Because they have Trumpitis. And then you think about the rest of this crew. The crew that quit here are the folks that were standing right beside, arm in arm with Anthony Fauci, delivering lie after lie about the COVID vaccine. You fast forward to the monkeypox. This is the same group of so-called experts that told the entire country we should live in fear of monkeypox, but failed to tell us that unless you're a homosexual man, you don't have to worry about this at all, that monkeypox is a sexually transmitted disease. The group of people that quit here have made an entire career studying sexually transmitted viruses like hepatitis and HIV and monkeypox. They see all they have is a hammer, and they see every problem, is a nail to them. That's all they want to talk about is vaccines. It's time to maybe flip the agenda, and this is why President Trump chose Bobby Kennedy Jr. Bobby Kennedy Jr. is a disruptor. We need to shift the focus of the CDC from immunizations to treating these chronic problems, preventing the chronic diseases that 60% of Americans have.
Yeah, Senator, real quickly, as a physician, there's been a lot of talk about vaccines here recently, and two of your own colleagues, I believe it was Senators Rand Paul and Bill Cassidy, also both doctors are now fighting it out about vaccines. Do you worry about this dose of transparency possibly weakening the people's resolve in getting vaccines?
Look, everyone that's over the age of 6 months can still get the COVID vaccine. Look, the COVID vaccine is a drug like every vaccine. All you have to do is work with your doctor to get it as well. It doesn't seem right to me. I have moms, grandmas, doctors ask me, when a newborn baby is born on day one, we give them a hepatitis vaccine. By the time they're 6 months old, they've had at least 18 jabs. By the time they're able to vote, they've had 76 jabs. People are concerned about the interaction between all these vaccinations and what does it do to the maturing, the development of that child's own immune system. Does this have something to do with why we have high peaks of peanut allergies, of high autoimmune problems? Maybe it has something to do with our own ability to fight cancers. Maybe that's why cancers are occurring at an earlier age. So I think the common sense approach that they're using is good.
And
The
discussion
FDA
is
is using
always
right
welcome.
now.
Yeah, absolutely. Senator
Yes.
Roger Marshall, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
Good to see you.